What it is, baby. Kiss. Shout out to SHEABABYTV, the hottest shit on the internet. Giving flowers, showing love, no hate, no sucky shit.
Yeah.
Shay baby.
Welcome
Shay,
to the VIP section.
Shay baby, y'all. 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 The vibes. Make sure you go like and subscribe to the channel if you like what's going on, if you like all the hip-hop and the sports news, and you like everything that Shay Baby's bringing to the table. Make sure you like and subscribe. You already know the vibes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shay Baby. New week, new money. Let's talk about it. Try to clean off the mic a little bit. Pause. Tone be saying that annoys him. Shout out to my man Tone, man. Yes, sir. We are lit. Oh, let me fix this. Because I knew that once I saw it. Let me see how that is. You see. There we go. We are lit. It is fixed. Shout out to everybody. Brian, good morning, my dude. Yes, sir. Baby. Don't let this happen to you today.
Hey, yo, Shay, it's time to get these goofies up out of here. It's time to send them straight to Africa.
That's for them, Brian. Just in case they start hating. Shout out to Niche. Shay baby. Yeah, so we talking some good talk today, Brian, man. Smitty, what's good? Top of the morning. Shay baby. Top of the morning. We are lit. That's a fact. Yo, man, a lot of things are going on, man. You know, it's getting NFL was good yesterday. We gonna definitely talk some NFL talk today. Definitely gonna talk some Diddy talk today. Got some stuff that Gene Deal popped out again. You know, he's hot again now that Diddy done got sentenced, so we'll watch his interview. We will talk a little Cardi B and Stefon Diggs, of course. Shay baby. Yes, Brian, we are lit. Shout out to everybody in the building. Let me read them comments. Who said, Jake, what's good? Shout out to Jake in the building. Everybody's pulling up. It's early. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody pulling up. Let me see what's going on in the chat. All right, so let me pin this right here real quick. Let the people come in and send them likes out. Smash them like buttons too. Puff Big, what's goody? All right, let me just pin this right here. Hey, Patricia. Shout out to Patricia in the building. She's pulling up early.
SHEABABYTV.
I got a clip too. We will watch that today. The clip of me and Fox did shoot the show yesterday, so that show will come out. That show will drop tomorrow, 10:30 in the morning, live. So we will watch that. I should get Bully. Tell Bully to holler at me. Let's bring Bully to the table.
SHEABABY.
That's some fun. Tell Bully to holler at me. Let's bring Bully to the table. Why not?
Baby. Kiss. Shout out to SHEABABYTV, the hottest shit on the internet. Giving flowers, showing love, no hate, no sucky shit.
You know I rock with D-Block. Let's talk about it. All right, so let's jump into the show. Let's get it moving, man. It's early. So I want to start the show off with, let's get it right to the point. Me and your man. Where is that at? Did I upload that? Where is he at? Me and your man, Fox. Oh, did I upload it? Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Maybe it's in here. Oh, where is that? I'm real mad about that, Fox. Okay, so me and Fox did shoot the show. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is.
You're tuned into No Cap News, bringing you the straight up facts.
For these people
No cap.
that feel like they could just
Let's
treat,
go, Fox.
and I'ma say not just our women in general, but just women in general, man. Like a lot of us got daughters and nieces and aunties, and everybody got a mama. You know what I'm saying? When nobody want a nigga to do that to their mama. Period.
That's facts.
So when you look at it in that light right there, we need to make some kind of example out of Diddy, man, because this don't make, and I feel like us as a culture, we gotta set the example, because at the end of the day, these folks, only reason why they trying to persecute him is because the color of his skin, for real, man. They want him to get the max because of the way that his skin.
Let's go, Fox. Fox is outside. That show will drop tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Charles, what it is. Me and Fox, we did it. We outside. Tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. That will air live on SHEABABYTV platform. I will be in the chat, too. So I will hang out with y'all tomorrow. Every Tuesdays from now on, that's when the Shay and the Fox show will drop. That's when, you remember when we had the Rumble vibe? It'll be like that. The video playing, and we be in there just chilling. So that'll drop on YouTube tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Shout out to my man Fox. Facts. All right, another show dropped for me this weekend. This is on Queen of Harlem's website.
So that's what I try to stick to. I will play somebody one-on-one, but it won't be on the platform.
Got you.
That's how I try to go. We could play, I play anybody one-on-one. We could go to the park, whatever, but I can't do it on my platform. I'm trying to run a business. So it's two different personalities. It's Jay Will who running the business. If y'all want to play it in between the lines, that's for the kill.
You know what I want to see for the money? All those guys was good. I need to see my man Pill suit up, baby.
Pill's the Messiah, man.
Gotta suit up. That's
the movie. I was trying to lock that in. I was trying to lock that in. I'm still trying to lock it in.
He can play anybody.
No, Pills is ready to play. It's just my boy Messiah is the superstar.
Why it gotta be Messiah though? He could be anybody. Pills playing anybody, and you can watch it. It's a movie.
Him and Messiah is a what?
That's a big time movie.
It's a big time movie.
So that's another show that had dropped. We just running through everything. We gonna get right to the show. Here go the Thursday shows where I bring the artists on. We talked about Memph Bleak. Now, one thing I do like about the facility, I wanted to talk about the facility too, is I like the fact that all of the GOATs are coming through, even the Check Gym. You know, being in the building. Were you there when Memph Bleak pulled up?
Yeah. I wasn't there when he pulled up, but I came at the end. So
how was that meeting Memph Bleak? These are the GOATs, bro. Meeting Memph Bleak. What was that like?
That's that shit was dope. You feel me? It felt like progress. You feel me? And you know what I mean? It's all about mental engineering, getting your thoughts together and shit, and act like you belong where you at. You feel me? So that's what type of time I'm on right now. You feel me? But no, it was definitely dope meeting Bleak. You feel me? As well as Capo just having him there, and making it accessible for the dudes he fuck with to meet people like that. You feel me? Because a lot of niggas don't do that. I've been around a lot of people like they're not moving like that. So that's why I said Capo is unmatched with the shit he's on. You feel me?
That's a fact. Yeah, they definitely not moving like that. Because one of the moves I see that y'all was making the other day, please tell me, was you there with the whole Kai Cenat thing?
Nah, I wasn't there. I was out here moving around, but I watched it though.
Yeah, I was looking for you. Fact. So that's my man Cash Cow signed to Jim Jones. Yo, Patricia, I gotta thank you. I got to. The only reason I gotta thank you and my girl is y'all gave me the energy to start bringing back the interviews like I first started 2.5, 3 years ago on Instagram interviewing the new artists. I love doing that. I love doing that more than talking to niggas that's lit. You know why? Because it just gives them a platform they make moves. So we bringing that back. Thursdays, we got another artist on. We got a Sony Records artist on. Jordine will be on there. She's sort of like Lauryn Hill. She's fire. She's from Brooklyn. She'll be on the show Thursday. That's the fact. All right, so is that all we got? All right, let's get into the show. It's lit. Let's set it off with this right here. Charleston White is outside. He's talking about Cardi B and Stefon Diggs.
Cardi on your heel. Cardi pregnant by another, got a baby by 5 bitches. Cardi can't say shit with no bastard baby. That baby gonna be ugly and retarded. Now culture and pretty. That Stefon Diggs baby gonna be ugly and retarded. And she.
Let's pause this for a second. Niche, let them know. Don't play with us, right?
Hey, yo, Shay, it's time to get these goofies up out of here. It's time to send them straight to Africa.
Send them straight to Africa, Niche. Let's talk about it.
You'll have to have a C-section. That bitch ain't gonna be able to have no natural childbirth with that baby. That boy putting that sick dick in her pussy. That bitch ain't gonna have no natural childbirth. That boy putting sick dick in her pussy. Other women pussy juices flowing through that baby eyelids. That baby eyes might be born shut. Yeah. I lost my eye playing with a slingshot. That baby eyes might be born shut with that icon baby. You goddamn right. That's where we lay and that's where we stay, baby. You can't afford to live like this. Cardi B gonna have a retarded baby.
Damn,
she angry. Let's Google what it say about a mother's anger with a baby. Look, let's Google what it say about a mother when she angry. Mother's emotional conditions during pregnancy. Watch what Google say. I'm finna teach y'all something. That bitch stupid. Mother's emotional state while pregnant.
Bro, what's good?
Emotional tour with this bitch. She going back and forth with Nicki Minaj. A fake baby. Look what it says. Yes. I want y'all to read it to all the people that can read. And I want y'all to read it out loud. Y'all ready?
Uh-oh.
Yes. A mother's emotional state significantly affects her baby, both before and after birth. Y'all reading that? During pregnancy, maternal stress, arguing with Ice Spice, fighting with Offset, getting into it with Nicki, and depression can trigger the release of stress hormones like cortisol, which crosses the placenta and affect fetal heart rate. Oh, that baby gonna have a heart murmur. Yeah, that baby gonna have asthma and a heart murmur.
Wow.
Let's keep reading. So this is what the bitch is doing to the baby. This is what this stupid ass bitch is doing to the baby. And not only that, it affects the movement and brain development. You see Christian Rock, baby, with the bobblehead? That's what stopped that baby neck from stiffening up. All the emotional shit. After birth, a mother's mental health influences the quality of care. She ain't gonna breastfeed the baby. The baby ain't gonna be breastfed because Stefon Diggs gonna want to. Soon as that baby get, that boy ain't gonna wait 6 weeks for that pussy to heal. That boy's a freaksman. He like the booty and pussy. That boy gonna turn that hole up. And the boy got stamina from football activity. Listen, he ain't gonna wait for that pussy. That boy gonna that pussy.
He talking crazy.
And she ain't gonna position. The boy like to do that pink cocaine. I heard they say you gotta put your. I've been trying to get me some. They say all you need is a little bit. You ain't gotta digest it or nothing. Just tip your finger in and say Diddy was taking it. They said you ain't gotta do that. You gotta step like Stefon Diggs and that. So you gotta put your little pinky in it like they taste cocaine. Do it like that. Say you're 4 week dick be tingling and mingling like a motherfucker. They say okay, cocaine. But listen, they gonna want to get back on that pink cocaine. Yo. They ain't gonna want to breastfeed that baby. Yo. That baby, they gonna get the nanny to do it. They like to and free that baby. Baby won't need to be fed. Call him, what's it call him? The nanny. You know how them rich bitches call the nanny. I'm not bullshit. They ain't gonna take care of that baby right. I'm not telling you. They ain't gonna take care of that baby right. So I don't give a what Cardi B say. Bitch, and this bitch about to have a retarded baby. My baby graduated 15. My baby, she be about to have a retarded baby. Man, please. With anger issues, that baby gonna be a mean. That matter of fact, that's gonna be the new Water Boy. You remember that boy played that movie Water Boy, and he would tackle when you think say something about his mama. That's gonna be Stefon Diggs, baby. He ain't gonna be too bright, academic wise. He gonna be a violent, mean little that can tackle. He gonna be a violent little mean. Oh, foul, son. He ain't gonna do too well in the spelling bee and reading contest. That's crazy. Cause his mama got a speech impediment. She ain't gonna be able to teach the boy to read properly. He got to get that from his grandma over there with the black side. His mama got a speech impediment. She ain't gonna help him read. Let me stop before they get mad at me. Why y'all get me started this morning? See, why y'all get me started this morning? I wasn't even thinking about Cardi B. I was trying to show off my pad. But come real, Cardi on your ass. Okay, that's what I was looking for. I be waiting for any with some fame to respond. You better not have no fame and say my name. It's on. I might talk about you for 9 months. You better not have no fame and say my name. I'm gonna run with it. You better not say shit to me and you famous. I'm gonna be on your ass. Your whole family gonna be encouraging you to throw your life away. Man, you better do something to that nigga. Your whole family will encourage you to throw your life away from me. They will insist that you do it. Normally I say, no, just leave me alone. We just talking. The shit that I say, your family will insist on. Somebody got to kill him. Somebody got to kill him. Shit, he just said. I'm not bullshit. Somebody in the family gonna be saying, we gotta kill him. You heard what he said about Maria? He said that about Maria. We gonna kill him. Cause I think of mean shit. So say my name if you want to, bitch. What you smoking? They don't do me like that, man. I don't know what kind of shit they done sold me. They just got a package. I don't be looking for that shit. They said it was good and I took their word for it. They said it was they said it was good. I just took their word for it. I don't know. They said some good weed. Do you be scared? No. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. So all those threats, we go get you. Somebody go, your day's almost up. Your time coming. That's considered the shadow of death. Though I walk through the valley. Yeah. I shall fear no evil. I'm speaking against evil. I'm speaking against evil people. Rappers, gang members, lustful people. I'm not speaking against kind people. I'm not speaking against godly people. I'm not speaking against people, children who was... No, I'm speaking against evil. So why would I be afraid of evil? I'm speaking against evil and evil entities. It has to do with a demonic entity called hip-hop. That's not of God. You think God is mad at me for attacking evil people who promote sex and promiscuity and you think God is mad at me? No, so I wouldn't dare be scared. Everybody evil except you. I'm evil in them. Some mean things about baby. I believe a man should kick his wife's ass, cheat on her, beat her. Yeah. Now, think a supposed to look at his neighbor's wife and say, "Ooh, that bitch fine. Oh, I the shit out that bitch." Now I think you gonna look at. Now, I'm evil too. I'm evil. I ain't no Satan by no means. I'm honest, and I ain't trying to be perfect.
All right, so he went in on Stefon Diggs and Cardi. Now, this is why I wanted to start it off with that. I can't lie. All in the media got Stefon Diggs playing good, my dude. I can't front on him. Look, yesterday he was going off. He was going off
Buffalo
yesterday.
brings a late blitz. May escapes. Throws on the run again. Sideline. It is caught for the first down.
Stefon Diggs was killing. And this is the thing, though. I don't know. It could be me. But I feel like even the players probably feel the same way. Stefon Diggs is a whole different person out there on the field. I'm not talking about how he's playing. I'm talking about his attitude. He acting like a prick, acting like he's that dude like that. I seen him running up on niggas last night. Going to the, you know how you catch the ball out of bounds, and then you go into the other team sidelines? I seen him looking niggas up and down, grabbing his crotch, telling niggas F them. He was going crazy. He was acting real Hollywood yesterday. Now, I know he was playing his former team, the Bills. But those are supposed to be his boys. He went out there like this was their arch rivals yesterday. He was acting nasty. I think it's all because of the media. SHEABABYTV. Don't tiptoe around like a professional. No, he looked good last night, my nigga. Pause. He did. Look, last night he was on it. I got to give it to him.
Buffalo brings a late blitz. May escapes. Throws on the run again. Sideline. It is caught for the first down.
Look at that. That's ill. Oh, my God. That's fire. You got to give it to him. The nigga playing. He balling. He balling. You got to give it to him. He balling. Now, like I said, I don't know if it's the hype. I don't know what it is. But it got him ready to ball out there. Look, they even interviewed him.
I seen a young quarterback take a step in the right direction. You know, they did a lot of comparisons during the week, and I feel like it was a hell of a comparison to be compared to Josh Allen. But as you come into your own, Drake May has to be Drake May. You know, and I was just so proud of him. You know, coming in here and leading the team. You know, being a young quarterback can be hard sometimes, and you know that's why you have a supporting cast. You know, running backs making plays, receivers making plays, and let him know that you got his back. So I was just super proud
Mr.
of him.
Bellino,
You know, he has
was
a
good
approach during the weekend.
I see
attach
you.
yourself to the process and not the results.
Josh Shea on King David. Have them back. All right, so was Cardi B at the game yesterday? Because I can't front. I saw somebody in the comments just say something that I was asking myself this all game. Was Cardi there last night? She got no light on TV. They didn't give her no light. They showed her commercials for her album a couple of times. That was it. But they didn't put the camera. Taylor Swift, every play, if Mahomes, they even put Mahomes in the equation just to show her enough. If Mahomes do something, or, oh man, I forgot his name, homeboy, they do something together, they put the camera on Taylor Swift. They didn't do that at all for Cardi B. If she was there yesterday, I don't know. Good look. Shout out to Janine Haynes over there on Facebook. She said, I love the content. I love her too. Thank you. Appreciate you, baby. Appreciate you. They stay glazing T Swift. That's a fact. Fox is in the building. Let's drop that Fox exclusive that drops tomorrow. Let's put that in the air right now. Fox, I got you. They was loving you this morning,
You're tuned
Fox.
into No Cap News, bringing you the straight up facts.
For these people
No cap.
that feel like they could just treat, and I'm going to say not just our women in general, but just women in general, man. Like a lot of us got daughters and nieces and aunties, and you know, everybody got a mama. You know what I'm saying? When nobody want a nigga to do that to their mama, period.
That's facts.
So when you look at it in that light right there, we need to make some kind of example out of Diddy, man, because this don't make. And I feel like us as a culture, we gotta set the example because at the end of the day, these folks. Only reason why they trying to persecute him is because the color of his skin, for real, man. They want him to get the max because of the way that his skin.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Fox. Okay, so now one thing is, everybody that's in here who will watch this tomorrow on the live, I just need y'all to work with me. My sound is a little bit crazy. There's a lot of echoing, me and Fox already spoke about this. That was my first time. We trying to work on figuring out how to get the best quality. Anything you start in the beginning, it gets better after a time. So the sound on that is a little crazy for me. Fox fans good. Shout out to Fox. He sounds fine. It's my sound I got to work on with him. We're not sure if he need headphones. We didn't figure it out yet, but we will. But the first show is out. It'll be out. Another reel tonight. Yeah. Leading into it for tomorrow. So another reel will come out tonight. That's a fact. Shout out to Fox. We moving. All right, let's get into it. So.
Why the fuck am I 163? I'm 163. And my ass never been this big. I'm so big. I can't breathe. I can't think. I can't look. I can't do shit. Look at this motherfucker moving. The fuck you want? Alone. I ain't brought no food from the club for you. Let me tell you something. Yesterday, I wanted to cry yesterday. And I'm going to tell you why I wanted to cry yesterday. Because I had the worst fatigue. Look at this motherfucker moving around. Go to bed. Don't start that late night you be fucking doing. Piss me the off.
All right, so that's Cardi B. She going through the pregnancy already. Now, if you've been pregnant before, females, or you're a baby father and you've been around that, you know that's a 9 months of, it's not easy. She going through it. Album out stores and all of that. Yeah. Crazy. All right, so we had some more, I think, about... No, we don't want to play that yet. We don't want to play that yet. Are we done with Cardi B? Because do we have any more on her? No, we didn't have no more on Cardi B or Stefon Diggs. Now, I'm about to move on to the Diddy case because we're getting off a little early today. The show is going to be a little short because I got a lot of editing to do and a lot of work to do today. But I do say, Stefon Diggs, I don't know if it's the media. I don't know if it's Cardi B. But whatever it is, he got to keep going this way because the Bills looked good last night. Plus money in effect, plus 400. He was on his game last night. He got his 3 catches he needed to get. Everything was good. Now, they wouldn't let him score, though. They was on him. He was running his mouth so much that they would not let him score.
SHEABABYTV.
That's a fact. All right, let's move on to your man Diddy. 5 years. Now, if you've been around rocking with the platform from day one, when we first started going live, you know the first thing we did when we got on there was the YouTube live show started all from the Diddy case, getting it popping. That was the first thing that we was covering when we first jumped on. So now we got to the point, to the end of all this where they sentenced him. He got 5 years what he gonna have to do in the feds. Now, that's me and Fox, we talked a lot about that yesterday. Watch the show tomorrow. Fox lets you know it's not gonna be easy for Diddy in there. Right, Fox? It's not gonna be easy for Diddy in there on King David.
SHEABABYTV.
Shout out to Ivan Curry, what's goody? It's not gonna be easy for him in there. Now, I don't want to get too crazy with it because Fox covered everything yesterday. Fox covered everything yesterday. That's a fact. So, tomorrow, live on the show, We're gonna talk a lot about Diddy being in jail. We talked about Nicki and Cardi. We talked about a lot of things on the show yesterday. So no cap news tomorrow, 10:30 a.m.
SHEABABYTV.
That's a fact. I think I got the promo flyer here too. I think. Do I? There you go. Boom. There we go. No cap news. Dropping the ball.
SHEABABYTV.
10:30 a.m. Me and your man Fox. Let's get to it. All right, so Diddy's locked up 5 years. They took him away. I think he should be where he's gonna be at now. Because I think since this was Friday, we're on Monday now. I'm not sure how it works, but I'm pretty sure they took him out of there already. So he's out of New Jersey. I think he's going to Pennsylvania. That's what I think. I'm not sure.
SHEABABY.
If anybody knows where Diddy's going, jump in the chat and let's get to it. All right, so Gene Deal. If you know Gene Deal is another guy that was covering the case and everything was going on with Diddy. You know what I mean? So Gene Deal, we're going to go into his interview also. But first, let's get to what's really going down in the streets.
I want to let you know,
your man Diddy.
Judge Subramanian is back. He has begun officially delivering his sentence. He says to the court, he says to Sean Combs, at the outset, I want you to understand, Mr. Combs, you are not being sentenced for acquitted conduct. So he's not being sentenced for racketeering. He's not being sentenced for sex trafficking. But under 3553, which, by the way, is the federal statute regarding imposition of a sentence, under 3553, I must consider many things. Mr. Combs, you are a self-made artist who has inspired community of color. Okay, so we're stopping right there. We're waiting for these updates to come in real time. Serena, does that I'm going to tell you, there's a but, right? Yes, you've done many things, but, and that might not be good for Sean Combs.
When a judge gives any sort of remarks like that, there's always a but. And when you start hearing good things, be prepared for the flip side because it's coming. And I will say to your earlier comments about turning life around, this is a very different type of crime than your typical one-day event. You know, yes, he was a great guy in certain other aspects of his life, perhaps, but he was living a lifestyle of these crimes. It's very different from a defendant who appears in front of a judge who had one bad day, right? Robbed one person, got into a fight with one person and stabbed that person. This was a lifestyle.
Okay, another update. Judge says we saw the video. The free game course in the NBC. The court hopes you continue to expand it. You are devoted to your family. The court, of course, considers the collateral consequences. The court has to consider all of your history here. And when that's true, by the way, the factors to be considered in imposing a sentence are and this is, I'm looking at the statute, the nature and circumstances of the offense, the history and characteristics of the defendant, the need for the sentence to be imposed, the kinds of sentences available, the kind of sentence and the sentencing range, any pertinent policy statement, the need to avoid unwarranted sentence disparities among defendants. So just looking for an update here, okay?
Marty Martin, what's poppin'? Cheers to you too, my boy.
A history of good work can't wash away the record in this case. You abused these women. You used that abuse to get your way. Freak-offs and hotel nights. The evidence of the abuse is massive. I was sitting right here during the testimony. Joe, this isn't good for Sean Combs.
No, it's not good for Sean Combs because he started off with good stuff and he says, but on the other hand, you know what I mean? Because to my mind, I mean, it could be different, but a lot of times you start off with the part, not with the part that you're going to end with. You know what I mean? Here's the good news, but here's the bad news, and here we are because of the bad news, as opposed to here's the bad news, and here's the good news, and here's where we are because of the good news. I think the order of things may dictate that, you know, he's going to come at him, and it's not going to be a low-end type sentence.
Sierra, this is very consistent with what we talked about before, where that video was being played of Sean Combs, where you look at his history of helping others, you look at his works in the community. You and I had talked about it. The argument would be, yes, but at the same time he was committing crimes. Or after his apology video for Cassie, he was accused of committing crimes. It seems that the judge is being consistent with this, and I apologize if I have to cut you off if the judge says something, but your thoughts?
No, please do cut me off because I want the updates as much as you do, Jesse, and so do our viewers. But I think it's confusing here, right? But two things can be true. P. Diddy can have all the love in the world for his children, and he can be a great dad to them. But on the other side of the coin, he did commit these acts, and it is violence. And I think the thing that was most telling to me from what we've heard. All right, let's hear that update, Jesse.
Sierra, I'm going to throw it right back to you, but this is the judge. This was subjugation. That is the reality of what happened. These offenses irreparably harmed two women. You plied them with drugs. Why did it happen so long? You had the power and resources to keep it going. You were more than a John. Again, Sierra, it was the idea of this happened so many times. I said I think that was something the judge was going to consider here.
And what he said very specifically is that I was sitting right here. I heard the testimony. And I think that is what is so vital when we were talking about the way that the judge was going to end up with all of this sentencing is the fact that it wasn't today he decided it. It wasn't in the 3 months that he had to go through and read all of those letters. No, it was when he was sitting there in the courtroom seeing Cassie and Jane and Mia and all of the testimony there that this happened over and over again. It wasn't, to your point, to what Serena said earlier, this wasn't a one-time thing. This was a pattern of abuse that the prosecution put on and displayed, and then here we have a conviction. And so I do think that all of this is kind of running through Judge Arun Submarinian's mind as he's coming forth, putting down this sentence, because, I mean, it's really hard to ignore.
Greg Self, what's popping, my boy?
All right, this just came in. A significant sentence is required to deter. You say you're sorry and you won't do it again. After Miss Ventura's civil lawsuit was filed, after the video was public, an investigation started. You had a brutal hotel night with Jane, punched her in the head.
The one was Goody.
Serena, that is the key here. That is something we have talked about during the course of the day. It didn't deter him. There were significant episodes that came out after the investigation, after the apology. He was arrested with materials in his hotel room that would indicate a freak-off. I think we're looking here at maybe 5 to 7. I don't know yet. What can happen any second, but I think we're looking at significant prison time here.
Yeah, I mean, I think the judge makes an incredible note that, you know, you've had the chance to deter. You were not deterred. You were given an opportunity over and over again, specifically during the investigation, and you can't be stopped.
That's crazy. All right, so I had to stop that because we got another thing we got to watch. So basically, the judge is not feeling Diddy. They just wasn't going to let the kids even cry, man. The kids said, let him out. I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like they hated on Diddy, man. They could have let him out, B. He's just sicko. I mean, just what he has to live with in the streets, he didn't let him out. You think Diddy life is the same? No, the nigga's zest. I don't want to be around that nigga. You know what I mean? So what makes you think anybody else does? I don't think he should be in jail, though. You know what I mean? He's just a freak. You know what I mean? I don't think he should be in jail because he's a freak. You know what I mean? Niggas is doing this every day, man. Ever since Diddy got locked up, they probably had millions of freak-offs. You know, the same night they locked Diddy up, some nigga freaked some chick off. Some nigga put Molly in some girl's drink in the club. Some nigga got some chick twisted, took her in the car, bust her ass, sent her back to the game. We know this already. We know this. Now, Smitty G, I agree with you. What he did is real clown. No game was goody. I agree with you. What he did is definitely clown work. But what's real is that going to jail for being a zesty is crazy.
SHEABABYTV.
Now, hitting Cassie, send his ass to jail, man. You're not supposed to put no hand on no woman like that at all. But to go to these mansion parties, you grown-ass women, y'all knew what y'all was doing. You know what I mean? It's the truth. You know how many parties I done had with my man Russ Nicholas Liquor, late night vibes? Good vibes. I mean, I ain't rape no chicks or have, you know, start jerking off while niggas is running train on chicks in the crib. No, I didn't do that. We had a great time, had some sips, and everybody went home. But still, it could have went left. Niggas just want to have fun if they want to have a house party, now you can't even have it. If I'm an entertainer, house parties are off the list.
Shea baby.
No more house parties. It's over. All right, Gene Dill's back outside. This is a good one. Fox, we talked about Gene last night.
You already know. I got to get your take on it, man. Diddy, he got 50 months in prison. How you feeling about it, man?
Well, since this is going to be my last Art of the Dialogue interview, and the Diddy trial and the Diddy saga is over, like the Gene Deal story ain't bigger as the Diddy trial or the Diddy story. Man, I feel good, man. I feel good way before the sentencing, and I'm gonna feel good way after it. You know what I'm saying? That the sentencing don't have anything to do with how I feel. It just goes me to show that tells me when God puts you in a position and puts you in a place to be involved in something.
Got the answers, right,
his word ain't never wrong. It is exactly what I said on my show. I said, Diddy gonna end up doing 24 months in prison. The judge gave him 50 months, but you gotta realize he already had 14 months in it, practically. And he's going to get credit for 2 months of that 14 months. That give him 16 months. He's gonna do 24 months, which is gonna give him about 30 months, because he only had to do 85% in the feds. And he goes to probably a halfway house.
It's crazy. Diddy be on the streets in 3
years? He got off
years.
like a fat rat in a cheese factory. But for a dude like Diddy going to jail and spending all that time, you know, I'm not saying it's going to be rough or nothing like that, because his former president of Bad Boy, Kirk Burrows, with the federal jail. You understand? Lil' Kim with the federal jail.
Shout out to
so,
God.
you know, because the type of dude he is, you know, he'll make it, he'll be all right. And plus, they're going to send him to a camp, bruh. He'll be in somebody's camp or somebody's dormitory, whereas that it'll be real light for him. So, you know, he'll see the streets back again in 24 months. He'll be out within 2 years.
Crazy.
It seems like a lot saying 50 months and everything like that, but it's not really a lot, not at all, bruh. It's not a lot at all. You know what I'm saying? I know for executives, somebody who's been a jet setter, somebody who's been going all around the world, been in all kind of, you know, stadiums, galas, and living in mansions. You know, it's a lot of people who lived in mansions that's in federal jail. You know, you got Senator Melendez from Jersey in jail. You got a lot of them in jail doing way more time than him. You know what I'm saying? So he'll be all right, man. I think that, you know, he got off like a fat rat in a cheese factory, bro. You know what I'm saying? He got off. Based on how the judge started the whole sentence, he was talking about coercion. He was talking about relevant conduct. He was talking about, he even said that with Diddy conduct and what he was doing, he should get a sizable sentence or something like that. You know, like his sentences should be a large sentence. And I think that, you know, 50 months, I don't see that as being large. You know what I'm saying? It's not even a third. I think the third of the guidelines where the probation report said. I think the probation report started at 72 months.
Crazy.
So it's almost, what was it? That's like 72 months, 50 months, close to not even a third. It's a little over a third of what the probation report said he should get. But it is what it is.
So you feel like he got off. 50 months wasn't enough for you.
Yeah, listen to me, man. What people don't understand is they look at the Mann Act as only being something about prostitution. There's different sections. If you read the Mann Act, it talks about rape. It talks about coercion. It talks about somebody being beaten. It talks about a lot of different things in that Mann Act that gives people a lot of time, because you could get up to, I think, about 135 months for that Mann Act. You understand what I'm saying? You can get up to 135 months. That's close to 10 years, I think, or better. So it's different versions, it's different sections in that whole act based on what they call relevant conduct that you do in that stuff. And Diddy did a lot of shit. He beat people. He drugged people. The judge even said this. You understand? The judge spoke about coercion. And no matter what the what you call them people, the jurors, said and thought and everything like that, the judge spoke about his coercion, his relevant conduct. The judge spoke about, mitigating circumstances, you know what I'm saying? A lot of the judge spoke about. Look at here. He got caught with drugs. Never got charged with the drugs. And the judge knew that. That's why the judge said relevant conduct. You understand? He got caught with guns. Guns in the house with the serial number. The judge knew that. You understand? Relevant conduct. You understand? That he didn't get charged with. The beating of Jane, hitting in the head, the assault, and all that stuff of Cassie. All those things, they probably couldn't. I don't guess they could have charged him with them, but it came up in the trial. All that's relevant conduct. You understand? And people don't understand all the things that he was doing. Then the judge made a point. When you go and talk to the managers and you talk to people about hiding evidence. You understand? Remember the fact in the trial when it came up that he gave a guy $100,000 and some thousand dollars or $100,000 to keep the tape that from cashing them? That's relevant conduct. Judge was speaking about all that. So now, if he's doing that, and the judge is saying all of the stuff that he did that was wrong, what else? Having security take people, put them up in abandoned buildings and threaten them. The judge had all that information. So it was no way this judge was going to let Diddy walk away and talking about Mark Allegara, his lawyer, talking about, well, I want him to walk out of court today. I want him to only have 14 months or whatever. Come on, man. The judge, after he made those statements, they was toying with the judge because they had made so many statements. The judge had made statements prior to any one of those lawyers speaking. How the hell could they even say some of the stuff they were saying? I thought when the lawyers, I was happy when Diddy's lawyers was speaking because they was burying him more than they was helping him. If you listen to what his lawyers was saying, based on them speaking for him, the best person that spoke for Diddy was Diddy this day. The best person that spoke for Diddy was Diddy.
That's a fact.
All that other stuff and all the things that he did and he got away with it, he going at Suge Knight and them with guns. You understand? There was testimony in the trial about that. There was testimony he going to Kid Cudi's house. Allegedly Mike having somebody set his car on fire. Tearing up all his Christmas gifts. Throwing an ashtray, hitting somebody in the head with it. Beating Cassie on multiple occasions. There was a lot of stuff that came out in the trial that the judge knew about it. So the judge couldn't just let him walk out of there with nothing. But the judge knew, listen here, bro. The judge knew gave him, well, not gave him, but let him off easy, bro. He got let off easy. And don't get me wrong, bro. I don't want to see a black man in jail. I don't want to see a black man in jail. But I don't care nothing about Diddy going to jail. That's a big difference to me.
Damn.
I never want to see a black man going to jail based on the circumstance, based on the situation, based on he may not have the legal team, because a lot of us get railroaded. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of us get railroaded. So I don't never want to see no black. You know, yo, that's what these cats gonna be saying. Yo, they don't want to see a nigga. Nah, bro. I fought to keep guys out of jail for 27 years. But do I care about him going to jail? Nah, I don't, bro. I'm sorry. God just gonna have to take that off my heart. But that's my enemy. He made it clear. He made it clear when he was sending niggas at me, when he was doing shit, when he was setting dudes up, when he was when he cursed Wolf mother out, when he set Wolf up to go at BMF. And it became my enemy, bro, as well as I became his. So why should I care? He did a whole lot of shit to a whole lot of people. And now he's paying for it. So all these cats, I guess y'all get y'all visitation rights. Some of y'all can get y'all conjugal visits right with him. I don't give a shit. That's how I feel about it, bro.
Damn.
So his letter to the judge, you understand? I read his letter. You understand? He was talking about how, disgusting, how shameful, how sickening he was, and how what he did to Cassie, he has to dream about that night after night after night after. Come on, man. And I understand you're going to say whatever you got to say to get out of prison. And I don't blame him for that. You understand? Even stuff that I was talking about and people was talking about, he don't know what the f he talking about. He admitted to, Mighty, Art, did I tell you that he got hooked on drugs when Kim Porter took that corkscrew and cut his wrist? They even brought that up in the trial. They brought it up today. The defense brought it up today.
That's crazy.
He brought it up in his letter that he'd been on drugs for 24 years.
Damn.
But then when they brought it up, he didn't say, that's because I tried to beat my baby mama ass and she cut my wrist. They didn't add that to, that's why he had the operation on his wrist. You understand? They left that part out. But that's how he got hooked on those opiates.
Damn, G.
So now, the letter that he wrote the judge, I guess the judge looked at that because he mentioned it. And then you got to understand too, his kids spoke. He spoke about the kids in his letter, that he wanted to be a father, he wanted to be a son and all that. And then the kids ended up speaking in trial. So if the judge was looking at the probation minimum of 72 years, he may have had a change of heart, because after Diddy spoke, he went and he said, we're going to do a 5-minute break. And he came back and did the sentencing. This was the longest sentencing probably in the history of the federal court, bro. I don't think it's been a sentencing this long in federal court. Usually they take 2.5 hours. You understand? 2.5, maybe 3 hours. This took what? 6-7 hours. 6-7 hours for the sentencing.
Crazy.
He let everybody on Diddy's team speak. Each one of the lawyers. Not only one lawyer spoke about the victims. Only one lawyer spoke about the victims. And I think that was a setup, because Diddy spoke about the victims. And that was Cassie and Jane. You know, he apologized to them for bringing Jane into his life and the whole 9 yards and bringing her to his mess.
All right. So, that's enough. Shout out to the people on Facebook. I see y'all comments that like, yo, get Gene off there. Listen, Gene knows everything. Shout out to my man OVO Fox. He breaks it down tomorrow on the show. You're going to hear that tomorrow. Don't mind me for my sound. It sounds gonna be good, like I said. But for real, this is real talk. Yeah, today's a good show, No Game, 100%. We got to it. Now, tomorrow, we will drop this. Tomorrow. Let's play that one more time before we get out of here.
You're tuned into No Cap News, bringing you the straight up facts.
For these people,
no cap,
that feel like they could just treat, and I'ma say not just our women in general, but just women in general, man. Like a lot of us got daughters and nieces and aunties, and you know, everybody got a mama. You know what I'm saying? When nobody want a nigga to do that to their mama, period.
That's facts.
So when you look at it in that light right there, we need to make some kind of example out of Diddy, man, because this don't make, and I feel like us as a culture, we gotta set the example, because at the end of the day, these folks, only reason why they trying to persecute him is because the color of his skin, for real, man. They want him to get the max because of the way that his skin.
So that'll drop tomorrow. Shout out to Fox. Fox went off. We talked a lot about everything. The case, Nicki, Cardi, Stefon, we went in.
SHEABABY.
So that's 10:30 tomorrow morning. All right, y'all, we had a great show today. That's what I'm talking about.
SHEABABY.
Way to start the week off. I'm hyped. Even though I got a lot of work for today, but, you know, when I get off here, it's like, oh, shit, you know. Back to reality. Got to go draw up the reels. It's a lot of work, man.
SHEABABY.
But this is what I signed up for. All right? So, I'll see you guys tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. That No Cap News is dropping, and we outside. Shout out to Niche.
Hey, yo, Shay, it's time to get these goofies up out of here. It's time to send them straight to Africa.
That's right. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Welcome to the VIP section.
SHEABABY, y'all. 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 SHEABABY, y'all.
The vibes. Make sure you go like and subscribe to the channel if you like what's going on, if you like all the hip-hop and the sports news, and you like everything that SHEABABY's bringing to the table. Make sure you like and subscribe. You already know the vibes.
SHEABABY.